friends, my name is Renuka and welcome back to my channel. And today is the unboxing of Die of the Month Makers Market, and this time they just gave the alphabets. So first of all I was thinking like what kind of the alphabets are coming or something like that. I didn't get a proper idea when I saw the picture, but still I get the size, and you can see that they are quite bigger one because this is the A2 size card base. And now you can see that happy spring lettering is really nice. So as always they came with this package with the one idea and this little small bag. In that all the dies are there. So now you see these are pretty big and nice, big at really good way, and if I measure them they are about 1 inch. Yeah, they are 1 inch, and that is the nice things cause I don't have the much big. Somehow I decided to go with the Hugs die or Mom or die, but if you purchase them separately it becomes little bit costly. So I have MFTs, this kind of things, the dies, but those are a little bit smaller, and I used them in my previous project, so you saw them. So I just went ahead and just cut some of the letters and alphabets from there to make letters, and these cut really nice. So let's jump to the project. We'll make one project and see how gonna these dies work together. I'm planning to use the Tim Crafts first edition paper. This is like floral pavilion. I have this from the long while and I use some of them. You can you already seen this paper with the previous projects too. This is the quite big paper pad. Means these are like size in 6x6, but they are coming like 64 sheets, so you have lots of options. There's some specialty papers, double-sided papers and things like that. So this is quite a flowery thing, the shimmer one, so I'm kind of planning to use them. I don't have any idea in my mind when I started this, so I'll just speed up the process and I'll see how this card or cards turn out. So I'm using here fun foam, and I already attach white paper to it, and I know I'm gonna see that how it cut well or not from this fun foam, and I'll just little bit speed up the process after this. So now I decided to attach the printed paper, and I have the scrap of paper from the same paper pad, so I just adhere it on the green paper, green fun foam. Basically you can use the white fun foam also or red. Most of times I choose the color from the pattern paper, so I have here green, white and red and pink also, so you can go with any of them. I already have lots of pink and red in my card, so I decided to go with the green, but it's hardly seen, but still if you want to make a perfect one, so you can go with the exact matching shade of your card base. Now after this, I don't know how this die is gonna react with paper and foam, so I just put those dies and go a couple of times. In fact I go just 2 times, and then I saw that it is doing really nice. So basically you can add the one layer of paper on the back side also. So for that you can use the sticky paper, stick on paper on both the sides, and then put on the card stock on both the sides. So in that way you will get a more thicker dies than what I get here. Now for the mom word I need to go couple of times because I have only one end. I'll put all these things with me because I don't know what you need at the end of the project. Now you can see that this paper pattern is so beautiful. Basically you can go with any paper in a paper pad and they will match with each other very nicely. Whenever designers create a paper pad, these papers are designed in such way that, and colors are such way that you can combine those. So these are the beauty of these paper pads. And then again, the scale also matter. When you have the 6x6 or 8x8 paper pad, you can mix and match them, but particularly most of the times I like to use 6x6 with 6x6 because that pattern paper having the really small designs, and they are kind of very proportionate to each other. At the same time, the colors are matching here. So after cutting these lacy flower rose from one of the bunch I have from EK Success, I just kind of playing with it, that how should it look, and just kind of making everything look nicer and kind of playing with it with the main pattern sketch. So now I want to create a card base for this, and this is the 12 by 12 DCW cardstock, and I'm using here 6 inches as my guideline, and then I'll just cut. So I'll get these 2 shades, and then I just want to make sure that this is 11, this one is 12, that this is gonna a little bit bigger than 12, so I will cut that. And now we have this base ready. Now for the front of the card, I need something like smaller than this, so I decided to just cut this card with a small piece of the same color cardstock, and this one is like 5, and I will cut that at the lengthwise. Now you can cut it by 6, but I'll cut it at 5, and you can use the different color paper also here. After this is the Mother's Day card, so we are using lots of flowers. These flowers are from Paper Mart, some of them are from Dollar Trees, and that is one like brand Trico, and I have this green paper flower from that, and these 2 foam based butterfly the flowers are from papermart.com, and this is also from papermart.com. Then I'll use more of them, and the leaves I want to use is from I'm Roses. So here I'm scoring at 6. After scoring at 6 on the one side, I will score at 3. So it is gonna make front of our card as well as the base of card, and I'm gonna fold that again. So now our card base is ready. We can decorate it afterwards inside also, but now this is the basic thing we have in our hand, and now I'm planning to put all this stuff together on it. So this is the card front we want to use here, and I already cut out some of these, but I want more decorative dies to cut out and kind of making more shabby chic. Here I already used the flower punch here. So now I have this punch. You can use the dies also. You can use the MFDs or Simmons's designer dies to cut these. I have this punch with me, and I'm just using those. At this moment, I'm not much concerned about how thick this pot gonna be, but you can watch my other video which will I link, and in that video you can make any size box envelope for these kind of cards, because when you make these kind of cards, and although if you don't want to post them, still you want to give them nicely, so you need a bigger and nicer box to hold those cards. So I'll make sure that I'll link that thing together. And this heart is the die cut out from the previous heart shape from the same Maker's Mart. And now I'll put all the things together, so I'll little bit speed up the process. Now I decided to add this glitter tape, and I bought this from Bed Bath & Beyond. If you see my haul video, you know that. But you can use any washi tape or glitter tape, or even if you can put some cardstock here by cutting into strips. Now after that, I can't decide that I should put this panel vertical or horizontal, and finally I decided that I'll go with the horizontal one, and then I will just need to cut out some of the papers and trimming those laces also, because these is 5 by 5 and the total card is 6 by 6. So first of all, I think that the mom with that panel will go nice on 6 by 6, but then I decided to cut the extra pieces there and layer this heart shape, which is also from the same paper pad, and I use the die cut from the Maker Mart's previous kit. And then these flowers are from, I think, Paper Mart, and these are the double-sided roses. Now these laces what we cut out before, I just decided to add that on the upper side of the card where we are not gluing the panel. So in this way we'll get a nice look on the upper side too, and the bottom part of the portion I will put this whole panel. Now sometimes I'm using a glossy accent, sometimes I'm using Tombow Mono. I'm just it's just shifting the glue here, but you can use anything, both of them work fine. And then I decided to put the Mom Sentiment with the shimmery white paper cardstock. These pink cardstock and shimmery white paper cardstock is from DCW's paper. I'll link that in the description box. Now I just attach the foam there on the upper side of that heart to just make sure that everything is nice and level. And now I'm just shaping those extra wires coming out of those flowers and kind of creating my bouquet here. These flowers, 3 flowers are big, and then I'll use some small too. Now this is the Prima Marketing Golden Shimmer paper. I cut out it in the 2-inch strip, and then I'm using this MFT's lace border. I just want to create more shimmer, just kind of matching the whole thing. At the same time, I don't want to add like the glittery thing, so this is very subtle look it's kind of giving it. And then I'll just rather than trimming those off, I just put them back and put the sellotape here. These are a little bit delicate, so if I thought I trim those and just adhere it, they might be rip off, so I did that. Then I'm using tacky glue to attach that. You can use the hot glue gun also or you can use the glossy accent too. Then I'm kind of doing the same technique here with those flowers, the white small rose flowers. Whenever you're creating these kind of flowers or shabby chic look to your card, you can add the different shades and sizes of flowers that gives you nice look. In fact, you can add different leaf shapes also. Somehow I'm running out of those, so I'm just using here white and green one, and those small dots of green are those the flower stems, and I'm using to create a spread there. And I did all this thing by placing the panel in front of card so that I get the exact idea how they look on the card. Now the Mom Word Week die cut, I just want to put that inside with those foam. On the back I'm using glossy accent. It works great with the fun foam. And then I'm using the small flower and one leaf here because I need something to just hold that panel so that this card will stand properly. Now if you are saying that how you can mail this, so you can create a box envelope for this. For that you can watch my video that how to create any size box envelope. I did 2 box envelopes, so I'll make sure that I link those projects after the end of this project. But this card you can just give by hand, or if you want to mail it, you can use the bubble wrap envelope. That would be the good idea. Now here I'm using the glossy accent, and then I decided that I will use the pink shimmery cardstock, so it kind of matching with the whole thing. And rather than white, pink is looking really nice. You can add more glossy accent to pop those words. I decided not to. At this time I'm using my tweezers to make it proper and just pushing it, putting all the glue only the downside of the bottom side of that panel, and then kind of attaching this. Now you can see that I am putting all this card little bit eccentric. Sometimes eccentric look give a nice effect to your card. And you can see that I add the 3 flowers, so odd numbers will also look nice. Now I have this Nuvo drops which dries clear just like a glossy accent, but it's look like a dew drops. You can directly put the dew drops from Pretty Pink Posh here. And now I'm using the yellow Nuvo drops, and I will use the pink, magenta, ruby red. I have 2, so I decided to add those also. I will link all these colors in the description box, as well as you can see the list on my blog too, with the more pictures of this card and more close-ups too. So after doing all this, you can see that this is kind of standing there, and that panel is kind of making stand with just because of the mom word, which we are there inside, having little bit of foam in the back. So that serves the purpose of the SL card. Now I made another SL card before with the Mother's Day also, but you can just turn out this card into any card. You can write the name by using these dies. I use the mom word. You can just replace those flowers with the more gears or different kind of accents or stickers, and you can make the Father's Day card, or you can make happy birthday card. These dies are quite versatile, so you can use them in different way in different projects. You can use them in scrapbook too. My main purpose is showcasing these dies. Similar time I want to create something nice and different, so I did that, and soon I will come with the different projects with the same die. So until the next crafty project, have a crafty life. Bye bye.